Well, I think my background is unique because I've got such a breadth of experience. So I grew up in small family-run businesses. When I was a child, my dad owned a dry cleaning shop, a liquor store, a meat market. And so, as a 5-year-old, I was stocking shelves and making change. So I always knew I wanted to be in business, but I just felt like I want to do something bigger, more important. So, I went to Villanova and got my MBA from the Wharton School and worked in Fortune 500 companies and really felt like that really wasn't the right fit for me either. And so I wanted to start my own business. I started a business importing Italian ceramics, which was a fun business. I got to go to Italy a lot. Never really made any money at that business. And I did it for a decade. And with, 2 little kids in college looming, I just needed to do something that was going to be more lucrative. And so I decided to go back into marketing and took an interview with a company called Management Recruiters International, which is a franchise business, for a marketing job with one of their clients. And they said, well, we think our client would really like you, Keith, but we'd much rather have you here with me, working with us. And so one thing led to another, and I became an executive recruiter and did that for the bulk of my professional career. And actually, after I sold my interest in my recruiting firm, I thought about potentially retiring and just felt like the timing wasn't right for me. At that point, I thought maybe I would buy a franchise. And in the course of looking to buy a franchise, I sort of stumbled into this idea of franchise recruiting. And just felt like, wow, this is a great culmination to my career, a great combination of things I've done. It's small business experience, big business, recruiting, and kind of put it all together. And so that's kind of what I bring to the table. Wherever somebody's coming from, I kind of can meet them where they are, figure out where they want to go, and then help them on the path to get them there.
One of the things that people are surprised to learn is that I grew up in a tiny little town of 600 people, surrounded by cornfields and coal mines. There were 66 kids in my graduating class, and everybody that I knew growing up basically did one of 3 things with their life. They were either farmers, or they were coal miners, or they worked in a factory. And when their kids got older, they would help their kids start doing those same things. And that's really about all there was to do in this tiny little community. And I remember growing up with such discontent and just, I don't want to do any of those things. And there's got to be more to this world than this little town of 600 people that I'm living in. And I had this rampaging entrepreneurial streak. I mean, I was the kid who always had the Kool-Aid stands or the lemonade stands going, and the lawn mowing service, and tried to start and the bank. I tried to start a bank when I was 7, tried to start a publishing company when I was like 8. And so all through my life, I had all these business ideas. And even into my adulthood, I'm languishing in this corporate world for 30 years, but every other month I'm coming up with another business idea that I want to try to execute on. And I never could get traction. I never could make it happen until I understood that I needed to be connected with other people to bring the skills and the knowledge and all of the things that I wasn't good at. I needed to surround myself with people who were good at those things and could help me. So it wasn't until I started connecting with other people and building relationships that my business ideas actually began to get traction and began taking off. And again, the FBA has just been a huge part of that for me.